Hey y'all, it's Amala Chanel and I'm back again with another YouTube video. You already know I be coming with these bangers, you feel me? So I know I haven't been on here for a while, so I wanted to get on here to let y'all know that I am changing my content. And I also do have a couple questions that a lot of other people was asking me because I know I wasn't on social media for a minute. I do have good news as well. So before we get into all of that good stuff, I just wanted to introduce y'all to my new content. So I'm sure some of y'all know that I get into real estate. I'm sure of it. And some that don't, you know now. But I've also went to school for real estate. I'm currently going back. And I'm finally at the with ends of looking for my first property. So a lot of people been asking me questions, so I am going to answer them. And I picked like a good 5 because it was a lot, y'all. I ain't been on social media and I really don't, you know, I don't feel like going through the whole list. But I did pick 5 that I thought was very important to me. So that I feel like it will be important for y'all. But I did want to get on here to let y'all know that, okay, content is changing. I am into real estate, not just real estate, but Airbnb to be exact. And I wanted to get on here because, you know, the government, all that government assistance is about to be over. Like, it's so much stuff going on political. Like, seriously, it don't make no sense. We got Trump as a president. So I'm like, you know what? Because things is going to be shortage and stuff is happening how it's happening, I'm sure everybody around the world is probably going through something as of now. So I'm like, I know I'm not the only voice, but that don't mean that I can't be an extra voice, you know? So I'm like, okay, well, what I can do is I can drop gems. I could tell you how to get your credit together. I could tell you how to get your business credit off the ground. All these different things. And I do charge for these things. I do want to let y'all know, but it's nothing crazy. Like, I help people with business credit. I helped a few people with their business credit. And that was $5, but that was off the strength of me showing them, not doing it for them. If you want me to do it for you, now that's a whole different story. I do have an ebook also that states step by step how to get your Airbnb business going, where to start from, like all of it, the whole 9. It's not no sugarcoating it. That's only $35. You're probably thinking like, why are they so cheap? Why are they so cheap? But it's like, I'm not a money hungry type of person. I really do like to help people. Like, that's just what it is. And the way I started with my business is why I charge how I do, because nobody should have to go through this or XYZ just to make a way, you know? So in my opinion, I'm just like, okay, I feel like I can drop gems. And I'm a massive thinker, so it's like I can't do all these things at once, like how to get a life insurance policy in your name, how to obtain business credit, how to make sure your personal credit is cool, like all these different things. And I know so many different people as well, so that's why I don't hesitate to drop it, because it's like, if y'all ever want to ask me about modeling, music, whatever the case may be, I know people that know people, and then I also have some other strings that I could pull too. So with that being said, y'all, I'm so happy, y'all, because this is life changing, and I've been going through this for about 2 years now. Like, yeah, I was doing content, I was in a relationship and stuff like that, but it took me a while to really figure out what I wanted to do with all my platforms. Like, it was all over the place. So I just had to disappear for a second, because I'm like, I gotta figure this out. You feel me? So I still got my coach. You feel me? I still got, yeah, my coach. I had a coach since 2022. She's still my coach till to this day. So shout out Coach V. You feel me? Shout out her. I might also do what I gotta do for myself from here on out, because the things that I've also faced and went through got me to this point, and I'm just so proud of myself, because yes, it's still shaky, it's still rocky, it still happens. I'm not crazy. Like, I'm aware of it, and I accepted it. I accepted the failure, I accepted the change, I accepted not having an expectation for when I want it to work, none of that. So now it's like I'm at the point where, oh my God, I can finally look for my first property, and this is a big deal for me. Like, it's a really big deal for me. Like, I literally hit rock bottom, you hear me? I hit rock bottom just for me to get right here. And I feel like I needed fire under me, and that was the only way that was gonna keep me moving. So I'm just like, you don't have no choice but to go up. You feel me? You don't have no choice. And I'm gonna keep it a bean. I don't have no choice, y'all. I don't have no choice. So it's like, I'm happy. Like, I'm here. Like, I can finally look for properties. Like, I had to wait literally 2 years before I started calling people to see if I can, like, obtain a property. You gotta have 2 years of this and 2 years of that, and I'm just like, ugh. But I'm like, you know what, it's okay, because if you think about it, if God would have gave me that sooner without me waiting, or at least put some structure on me, I would have failed tremendously. So I'd rather go his own way than go in my own way. That's just my opinion. So let's get into these questions real quick. So somebody asked me, well, yeah, what made me interested in Airbnb? What made me interested in Airbnb was the fact that I love to decorate homes. Like, I am into interior design, like real bad. Like, I got lights and shit everywhere. But it's the principle. Like, I really do enjoy that. I enjoy just like, I don't know, I can't explain it. Like, I can teach another person. I can do what I want to do with this household. Not only that, but it's so many guests coming in. You get to feel that home like feeling. You feel me? It's the same thing with real estate. Like, I would love to give a family their first home. I would love it. Like, it's not about the money. And I learned that just going to real estate events. It's not about money. I care less about the money. It's the experience for me. Like, I get to help somebody else. Like, I don't know. It helps. I don't know. It makes me happy. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just a love I can't explain. That's why I'm like, I gotta change my content, because I love what I do. I love what I do. And I feel like I would be way more consistent with this, because I really do love it. And don't get me wrong, I would still do vlogs, trips, all that good stuff. I would still do that. But my whole thing is that the funny stuff and everything, that'd be cool. But this right here is more like me. Like, this is more me. So, somebody else asked me, was it hard starting? Okay, that's the second question. Was it hard starting? To be honest, it was a quote that I had read before I got into this. It's calling me from no caller ID. I need to relax. Stop that. It's not cute. But was it hard starting? It was a quote, and it was basically telling me it doesn't matter where you start, just start. And me personally, I'm so big on like professionalism. It'd be like, you like, I don't know, I like to be perfect in a way, but I try not to be so perfect, because it's like, bro, be for real. But that's just me dealing with me. So but no, it wasn't hard. The credit part, that was hard, because I was literally doing all that by myself. Like, I was just, you feel me? And it was Thanksgiving, and it had to be Thanksgiving of what, 2022? It was Thanksgiving. Next thing you know, I'm sitting with this guy. He got invited to my family function or whatever, and he do business stuff too, but he food trucking, right? So he was like, yeah, I got these cards, I got this card, I got this, I got American Express, right? And I'm like, how you start? And I butted in, because he was talking to my uncle or whatever, and I'm like, oh, this, you can't tell me God, you couldn't tell me that this wasn't meant for me. So, excuse me, you feel me? So I'm sitting there, he telling me, and I'm like, oh yeah, started it. 3 months later, do what I needed to do. And it was so crazy, because right after that, I had got 20K. I swear to God, I can't make this shit up. That's why I hit rock bottom, because I got that loan in what? I had to been like 19 when I got that loan. I don't know if y'all familiar with the PPP loan. I don't know if y'all familiar with that. But it's the fact that those things were able to be forgiven, but I didn't want it to be forgiven, because I needed the fire under me. Like, I was okay with it. No bullshit. So now I'm currently paying that. But however, I'm not tripping on it, because I don't have a choice but to go up. I don't have no choice but to go up. No choice. So if you ask me, was it hard? I could say it was credit. That was really much it. Like, everything else paid the way. Everything else was like, and when I got that loan at 18, 19, God took it right from me. And I was doing Forex at that time. So when he took it from me, like, bro, you're not about to put all that money in there. And I wasn't even thinking about a business then. I was still off Casamigos and whatever else. So next thing you know, I let it go. I stopped worrying about it. Then I got my LLC. Everything else worked out. Then it was like, oh my God, how I'm gonna do the credit? How I'm gonna get the money for the business? I still gotta go see my mentor. Then on top of that, it was crazy, because I stopped being cool with all my friends. Like, all my friends. Like, and it happened in the most gracious way. I'm not even gonna lie. So when that happened, I'm just like, I'm so thankful for all the pain that everybody put me through, to be honest. I feel like this year was supposed to be the year for me to sit still and look at what everybody do when you are at rock bottom. Because now we here, and I got so many people texting me like just now. That shit was interruption. People calling and texting, I ain't hang out with you in a minute. Like, I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear all that. But if y'all do want to know if, you know, if it was hard, it wasn't hard. It's hard for some people. But me personally, I literally went by myself. And the quote was, it don't matter where you start. Because when I got my mentor and I went down to Texas, all she said was, Mala, you needed a business address, so now you gotta go back to Secretary of State and just tell them you changing your address to a business address. You need a business phone number. And I was ahead of the whole damn class. Like, I was just there at that point. I swear to God, I can't make this shit up. I was just there. And the next question, how long do you think it will take to get your first property? Now with that is inevitable, honestly, because you can get your property and still have the funds that you need, right? But my whole thing is, I'm not putting a time limit on nothing, because I couldn't put a time limit on this. You feel me? I couldn't put a time limit. So with that being said, no matter if I got 10 yeses, 20 yeses, I'm still going to make my list of people that's telling me yes and everything like that. But I am currently still looking for property. And I also have VAs, aka virtual assistants. So they do help me with finding property. So I do know other places in Philadelphia and outside of Philadelphia that are doing real estate and Airbnb. So high markets, all that. Like, I do my research, okay? Don't play with it. Other than that, I just say I take my time, and whenever God tell me it's this the perfect thing for you, like, this is it, this right here. When he tell me this is it right here, I like the aesthetics, the what is it, is it amenities? I think it's amenities. That don't sound right. Y'all know what I'm saying though. But you know, looking for those type of things. And what's inside of the crib, is it stainless steel, is everything up to date? Paint, is there anything chipping off the walls? Is something I should know about? What's the contracts? What's the percentages? I am the middleman, you hear me? I am the middleman. So with that being said, it's like, I gotta make sure I'm getting my cut, my percentages. I gotta make sure that I'm taxing everything. I gotta make sure that this is right with these numbers. I gotta look at data. Numbers don't lie. So with that being said, I use what I have to use. But when it comes out to my first property, I leave it up to God. Bro, stop calling me. That's so disrespectful. So with that being said, yeah, I'm doing my own little thing and I'm happy. So somebody asked me, will you drop gems on Airbnb? I sure will drop gems, because if you think about it, if I'm looking for my property, I will be walking around. I'm gonna show you what you should be looking for, what you should not be looking for. I'm gonna show you those things. I'm gonna let you know all those things in every film that I do, because I will be touring places, and y'all will be on that journey with me as I'm touring places. So y'all gonna know what to look for, what's inside of a property. And I'll also go to other properties that don't have things that they, you know, so that way y'all can see the difference. Even with the area, like, it matters. Like, the areas matter, because what stores is going where's the malls, what's this, what's that, what are you trying to, what do you want to grasp? Do you want to grasp business? Then you need to be near the airport. You might even need to be downtown Atlanta or something. You might, like, you feel me? And yeah, high rankings and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely would drop gems on Airbnb. Not just Airbnb, but literally everything, for real, like whatever comes to my mind. Like I said earlier, what is it, what did I say earlier? The life insurance policies, IRAs, what type of banks is great for you, what your credit scores look like. If you need anything to be disputed, I could probably put some other people up here so y'all can go contact them if you like to. Or, like, you know, I'll probably do business with those people that do business credit as well, and personal credit, so that way when I do put it online, at least y'all can, like, navigate, you know, you can move around. And my last question is, what's something you don't mind telling about property searching? That's a good one. You know, now I know I said, oh, right, that's five. My 2 important facts is the area and the inside of the home. That's literally what's the important part about properties. Now, when it comes down to Airbnb property, when it comes down to real estate, that's a whole different gimmick. You got to do inspection, introspection, see if floor levels is level, make sure the lot thing, you know, like you got to look at a lot of stuff. Like, I got a book that I went to school. Yeah, I took the book. I ain't gonna lie, I took the book. But that'd be alright. It was cool. I needed it. True. Might come in handy. Look at what I'm doing now. So I do have a book that do teach me a lot of things, and I did pass a couple tests inside the book. I just didn't go take the real test. But like I said, I already went to school, but I left school and I'm going back. myself, but this is for real estate, period, because I'm not just trying to do Airbnb. There's a lot of different things I want to do. I'm not going to talk about what I want to do. I just want to do different things. But yeah, y'all, so I hope that y'all can accept that this is my new content, and accept that I'm about to start dropping gems for y'all. A fam. And if you're not a part of A fam, you feel me, I feel as though you should like, comment, and subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. And welcome to the family. Welcome to A family. You feel me? That's literally what it means. A fam is Amala's family. So with that being said, welcome to the family. And I'm happy that y'all stayed and watched. I hope this video wasn't too long or I took too much of your time. But you know, for those that want to learn about the money and how to get it and all that, then let's do it. But you know, if you ain't, then move around. Hey, listen. But thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, my content is changing, and it's about to be a beautiful, it's literally about to be a beautiful time for me to do what I gotta do. And I'm happy because there's no distractions. I'm not worried. I'm not stressing. I feel better. I really do feel better. So, I'll tell y'all. I'm Mala Chanel. Out.